at Grimm Co, and well, all of our stories that we made here has just been broadcast on the BBC Radio 4.
It made me feel really happy.
I think it's really magical.
It was just incredible. It was so funny, it was so vivid, hearing their stories brought to life.
We're here today at Grimm Co, upstairs in the writing room, and we are working with a bunch of young writers who are creating Grimm Tales for Rotherham.
We're writing like a script, like what's on if you go on to Radio 4, it's going to be on Radio 4, I don't know when, but I don't know.
And Grimm Tales for Rotherham is being created, it's been commissioned by BBC Radio 4.
It's really great to have this opportunity to work with young writers. I've been in a session with them now, and they really know what they're talking about.
I'm really excited. I can't believe it's such an honour. I've always wanted to be a radio. I've always wanted to do something like that. I can't get the words out. And I'm just overwhelmed.
Writing is my favourite thing because I just really like it because it's fun and it just makes me feel happy, and I like doing it here because you get to do it with different people that you don't really know, and then you can make new friends and you can write loads of things at the same time.
They came over to Media City about a month ago, and I showed them around the studio and explained how sound works, how we record, what things they need to think about, how the actors work with the mic. Hopefully they were inspired and able to come back and work this week on the scripts.
It was very exciting going. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and you're never going to get to do it again, maybe.
I've learned that creating a radio drama takes a lot of effort, and you can't just do it in one afternoon. So in the workshops we have been listening to different radio scripts, working out how people make a radio, meeting some people from radio, some famous, some not so famous.
I started getting interested in writing before I even knew I was interested in writing. And I think one of the things that's interesting for me today is that radio, it all happens in here.
Writing here instead of at school. At school you have to do it as quick as you can, and they hurt your hands, the pens that you have to use. But here it's fun.
We're at the BBC studios in Media City in Salford, and we're recording Grimm Tales from Rotherham. So the actors have been running through the lines, and I've been sitting with the BBC producers in another room making sure that the kids' vision is coming to life.
Seeing kids happy and being creative is incredibly rewarding. This is on a next level scale. I mean, I can't imagine being a child when I was, 10, and someone saying, right, we're going to write a play and it's going to be on the Beeb. I don't even know if I'd have appreciated the scale and level of that.
It's really exciting to be in such a special space with these incredible actors, and it's amazing seeing the words that the children have worked on so hard over so much time suddenly being brought to life and treated with such respect and such care.
It's been fun learning about how radio has been created and what they do to make all the sound effects and all the drama.
I hope people think Rotherham is fantastic and they want to come here.
When people listen to these plays, I just want them to feel happy, want them to think of Rotherham and Grimm Co. Maybe they think, oh, Grimm Co sounds like a nice place, or oh, Rotherham sounds like a nice place, maybe let's go there. And I'm not forcing you to go there or anything, it's a nice place, but it's totally your choice to go. Totally your choice, totally.
They listen to stories about cat sniffles and Sir Stumpyson.
My character, it was the hat, the highwayman.
My portal took someone to the wrong place.
So it was just a magical journey and it was really amazing.
It was just an incredible experience imagining the voices of the characters in the situations.
It's very easy to think that anything to do with creative industries is something that someone else achieves. To be encouraged and treated respectfully and to have our voices heard. I mean, isn't that what we all want? And to be able to do that at such a young age and work with such a dynamic organisation who just put a lot of time and energy into that, it's a privilege to actually spend a bit of time in these young people's company.
I felt proud, very proud. And it's nice, we've had all these different sessions for it to come to today.
It was really amazing. I can't believe that I was one of the lucky ones that was able to do it.
I cannot recommend Grimm Co enough. The people that work here, the imagination that they bring out in children, there's nowhere else like it.
As the play was being broadcast live, it was being heard by 1 million people across the country.
Believe in yourself, be confident. Like, if writing helps you de-stress, I don't know if that's a word. If it helps you de-stress or just be happy, be healthy, it's great writing. And I don't know who came up with it, but whoever did, I want them to give themselves a pat on the back because they are amazing. Amazing.